Hey guys, welcome back to the Ductless channel. Today we're continuing on in our series of the most common questions that we get asked about mini splits. We have customers across all 50 states of the US, as well as the Caribbean and Canada, so we get a wide assortment of mini splits. We've heard it all, and we'd like to be able to simplify some of the most common questions in video form so that it's most insightful and helpful for you in your research. Today's question that we're going to answer is, how harmful is it to undersize or oversize your mini split? When you're undersizing a mini split, let's just say you are installing a 6,000 BTU single zone in a place where it really should demand a 12,000 BTU. The system will keep up, however, it's going to be working on maximum capacity. So what you could expect in terms of efficiency ratings when you first got your 6,000 BTU, it was super efficient because it's a small mini split. It's probably like high 20s, low 30s, or middle of the 30s now. It's not going to be that efficient because you are asking too much of it. Now, there is an allowance. So let's just say you get a 9,000 BTU single zone for a place where it really should demand a 12. It's going to do the same thing. It's going to work. However, it's just not going to be as efficient as the ratings state that you're expecting. When you first purchased it, you're like, okay, great, I'm getting a high 20s Sear 2 system. It's going to be really efficient, but it's undersized, so it's not going to be performing as efficiently as you would like. Now, the problems of oversizing is that on cooling, let's just say you install a 18,000 BTU single zone in a place where it really only demands a 9,000 BTU single zone. The 18,000 BTU single zone is going to be overcooling and not dehumidifying as quickly as it needs to. So what ends up happening is you set the temperature, you want it to be 71 in the room. It's going to blow and it's going to condition the room. And when it overcools or just cools because it's a powerful system, it's meeting the temperature quicker. And the internal algorithm of the mini split is not keeping up with that quick cooling, and so it's not going to dehumidify the room as quickly as it's going to cool the room. And so what ends up happening is you have a cool room, but it still feels like it's moist. It still feels like it's humid, and so you don't get the comfort that you want. And it's going to be hard to regulate both the humidity in the room as well as the temperature. And so that's what happens when you overcool. And in heating, it's not as big of a deal, but you are going to be heating down the room very quickly, and there's still going to be minimum capacities that you have to hit on certain single zones. So for 18,000 BTUs, the minimum capacity might even be higher than what the room is demanding. And therefore, you're going to be pushing out, even at the minimum of what the capacity of the outdoor unit can do. It can ramp down, but it can only ramp down to so much. And if that ramp down is going to be more than what your room actually needs, you're still going to be feeling really hot. So maybe you'll set the temperature to 71, but actually the actual temperature of the room is going to be 73. So that's the harm of oversizing and undersizing of a mini split. So you want to just make sure that you're doing the calculations correctly. If you have any questions about sizing, making sure that you choose the right size, whether you're the homeowner trying to ensure that you get the right size, or you're a contractor wanting to make sure that you're installing the right size in your customer's home, feel free to reach out to us. We have tools on Ductless.com, like a calculator as well as a builder, to make sure that you choose the right system for you. If you have any questions, comment down below or reach out to us at Ductless. We'd love to be able to help.